Alright, ma'am. So who do I have here with me today?
My name's Ashley Marie Howling.
Well, that's a nice name, Ashley. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. As good as I can be. I'm alive today. Sober off pills. I'm
That's
sober
amazing.
off heroin. To be honest, my life, I had cancer for 27 years. Okay? So, I was in pain management for 27 years. I'm finally in remission. I've been in remission for 8 years. So when I found out I was in remission, I went against pain management advice, and I
heal yourself.
decided to quit pain management. I got on heroin. Okay, I had the Fent Patches, bro, because of my intestinal cancer and shit. Like I got that from the pharmacy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And so finally being able to went to detox, did Suboxone, or not Suboxone, a phenobarbital. It's a barbiturate.
Okay. So it's kind of like it.
It's not, because Suboxone has the opiate and the Narcan in it.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay. Okay.
I'm allergic to it.
And that's why they gave you the other.
Yeah.
All right.
But then finding out that I was in pain management for 27 years, never been to a detox. I was a liability.
Oh, all right. That's different.
They were able to help me for a week, and then they gave me the medication to be able to do it at home. Because having intestinal cancer and having a stab wound in my upper intestine, it could have been deadly for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But I did end up going to the hospital. It was like a baby tear by the time I got to the hospital, because somebody stole my medication. But regardless, like, now I know what it's like to live life living instead of dying. You know? Like, my brothers might not be here today because of the same cancer, but I am. You know what I mean?
Man, amen to that.
Like, I have this, like, weird inner pride that keeps me from crying about shit that I should be crying about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, my brother's dying brought me down, and that's why I'm out here. Like, I quit doing a lot of the shit that I used to do for money. I sold a lot of my house. I had 2 houses, sold the houses, sold the cars. Said, fuck it. Like, but I allowed myself to do that because I lost my 5 twins. You know what I mean? To cancer. I was born a 6'7". Like, that's the only difference between me and a lot of people is I had my brothers. I didn't need nobody.
Yeah.
Born
with
with
people
them.
helping.
Yeah, I was born with them. We were like this. You know what I mean? And losing, like, them passing on, it's like, damn.
Kind of took a hit on you, right?
Yeah.
Like a toll on your
Now
life.
I need somebody. Now I need to depend on somebody else. And
could you elaborate on what a day in the life's like out here for you?
Nowadays, like, I just try to keep out of trouble, you know what I mean? Like,
That's good advice. That's good.
I don't do anything, like, I'm trying not to do anything stupid, you know? Like, that was back then when I had my brothers, because I could get away with murders when it came to my brothers. Like, I had giants, okay? Marcos was 6'8", Michael was 6'9", Isaac was 7, Ivan was 7'2", Felipe was 8 foot. Like, I could get away with a lot of shit because of that. But
I understand.
you know, that's
your sis, you know. So,
yeah. But none like we've done some stupid shit. Like, my brother's broke into some places because he's 8 foot and he could. Type shit. Like,
when you're that big,
pick up a fucking security, the garage type of door.
Just open it right
I'm
up.
like, well, oh, so that's how we're breaking in. Okay. Because I was like, because homie, we had motorcycles or whatever, we had dirt bikes and stuff like that. Well, one of his homies borrowed one of his street racers and never got it back.
So we just went and got it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was like, so how? I forgot my lockpick set because he rushed me. And I was like, how do you expect us to get in now? He's like this. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
alrighty
how that
then.
works, yeah.
I'm like, that's how we do that then. And we just got the bike back.
Jeez, yeah, it must have been nice growing up with brothers like
I
that.
help.
Huh?
I don't know if you know who Mom and Pops is, but I helped them out. Right now, after I leave, I'm gonna go back where they're at. I date Big Yoshi.
I think I know. Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah,
for sure.
you know who that is.
Yeah, definitely, dude. That's
You know who that is.
crazy.
Yeah.
So how long have you been out here displaced? And
I've known these people my whole life.
really?
Yeah.
Well, how long
I've
have you
known
been
Mom
out
and Pops.
here,
Like, I've been out here, so I went to prison out here. Because I went to school out here too.
Oh, okay.
So I went to prison out here when I was 13. And
13?
Yeah.
Wow.
And your juvenile DOC number doesn't follow you, but it was 166199. And yeah. So I've been out here running these streets since I was 9.
So you've been on the street since you were...
Because our parents died when we were 3 years old.
Okay.
So being like, we never liked the foster parents and shit.
Okay.
And then we ended up being ward of the state at like 6 years old.
Oh, so you did have foster parents and things like that.
Yeah. Well, we ended up being ward of the state, and after that, we were emancipated.
Oh, okay.
So being emancipated, that was fucked on me.
Yeah.
And so at 13 years old, I was tried as an adult because I'm emancipated, so I'm my own adult.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like, but I was doing what I was knowingly doing what I was doing. You know what I mean?
How much time did you get?
So at 13, I got 2 years, and then because they gave me probation on drug charges.
Yeah.
For the first time I went to prison, I went back at 15. Yeah, on my 15th birthday, I went back, and then on my 18th birthday, they let me out.
Oh,
Because I'm turning 18.
That's how they do it.
I'm turning 18.
Yeah, once you're about to turn 18, they let you out.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
because they have to. Because
Yeah.
you're 18, you ain't done nothing stupid.
Either that or
Can't.
they roll you over to the adult.
They had to let me go.
That's good.
But how they caught me is I was driving and I was changing from a flat tire in a Walmart parking lot, right, in Sleeman. And I ended up hitting on this chick's sister or whatever, because her and her dude are fugly, but and chick's sister, her getting into a big ass fight. She's bigger than me,
Yeah.
heavy, like sitting on me, pummeling me. So I hit her over the head with the tire. I put that shit back in my car.
Yeah, yeah.
But I put the shit back in my car.
Yeah.
And because I put the shit back in my car, if I hadn't done that shit,
You
they
would've
they wouldn't have gotten a license plate off the video. But because they did, if I would have just fucking pushed her off me and let her dude get her off me, I would have been alright. But I didn't. I had to hit her over the head with tire iron and then proceed to beat her ass.
Yeah, that's awful. Wow.
But I mean,
So about this urban camping law, have you noticed any transition since it took place? Have you noticed people being scared? Have you noticed people hurrying up, getting their stuff off the ground, doing things like that since it passed about a month or so ago?
yeah. Because, people have been scared to be having blankets and do what it is they do for a while now. Like, we used to, in a lot of places, we used to be able to do what it is that we do, and people leave us alone.
Yeah.
And because people, not only do some people blow things way out of proportion, although a lot of people have fucked shit up, but we've also been, I can't say that we haven't been slacking, because we have been slacking. There's not people that have been policing our own, you know what I mean? But that's also that's also because some of the people that have been the problem solvers have been fucking up.
Yeah.
And I'll be the first to say, you know what? I'm one of those problem solvers, and I've been fucking up. You know,
Solver, yeah.
yeah. But we also need to find an area, and I know of an area, but I need to be able to tell everybody, you know.
Yes, man.
Like there's areas where we can go, like in Mesa, the river.
Yeah, just gotta find it.
But not everybody wants to go down there. I mean, I wouldn't like, but I'm getting everybody that wants to go down there, and I'm gonna be going through there. I'm gonna be making sure that everything, you know, I'm policing it.
Right, yeah.
But I ain't gonna be staying down there because
if you're lucky, you get 2 of them during the day.
No, they all been open.
Yeah, it's not where you want to be. Do you ever see yourself getting out of the streets or leaving the streets or trying to get a voucher?
like I have a place to live thanks to somebody. But if I get off the streets, it's because, well, I'm gonna go back to school and shit, and it's because I did it. You know what I mean? While I have the advantage, I'm gonna take advantage of it and use the address for, you know, going to GCU and ASU. I'm gonna do it at the same time. I'm gonna go to both GCU and ASU at the same damn time, and I'm gonna do a quad major at both.
Very good for you. That's awesome. I think you could do it.
Oh, I know I can.
Yeah,
because in order to get my organization incorporated off the ground and rolling, started, I have to. That's what I have to do. I have to go back to college. Sorry, I have to go back to college. I need my psychology. I'm gonna go for computer engineering also.
Oh, really? That's really good. Computer engineering.
Well, I'm gonna go to mom and pop's first.
And that's awesome of you for taking care of them.
Yeah, I see the house. What?
That's awesome that you help take care of them, mom and pop.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it a lot of displaced people always refer to someone who kind of looks out for them as pops and stuff?
They actually raised me though.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. But I see it, you know, I'm everywhere around the valley, and there's always somebody that they call, you know, like mama pops or someone who's just like a little bit older and who helps them out.
Well, for them, it's
parent-like figure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But they've known me since I came. Like me and my brothers walked up as little fucking kids. And walked up to them, asking them, you know, where the nearest fucking Circle K was, okay? And they're like, wait a minute, how the fuck old are you and where are your parents? And I'm like, we are our parents. We're emancipated, like, but...
So you have a long relationship with them?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like, we didn't trust a lot of people, but when we came here, we were already smoking weed and shit. We could tell that we could trust him.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
We had our own house through because we were emancipated, so CPS had to get the house, you know, in their name type bullshit. Yeah. Because we were only
16.
We were 12 at the time.
Oh, I thought it was 16. I'm sorry.
We were 12 when we finally got our own house.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder how they went about doing that. That seems like it'd be illegal.
But
I don't.
they got it through. It was through them, right? Mm-hmm. But it was for us. But because we're emancipated, like we don't have to have no parents and whatever, because of the lifestyles and shit that happened to us and whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking. We were able to get our own place. Like, why should we have to be uncomfortable and live with, you know, some foster family?
Someone that you didn't know or what have you.
Yeah, so why can't we just have our own place? And they got it to where, you know, they could do it, and we got our own place. And they would come check up on us like once a month or whatever. They would, and we got money or whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you were my CPS worker and you had to come see me with 5 giant brothers, you would know I'm safe and leave me the fuck alone too, okay? Like,
that's true.
They actually got a house built for us because my brother's 8 foot. You know what I mean? Like they put time and dedication and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually put time and dedication into it and whatever.
So,
you know? And they had a camera, like they had a security system to make sure that we were
watching the
okay.
whole
Yeah.
That's awesome. Besides your brothers, do you have any other family members that you know
No.
about or care about? So it's just them, huh?
That's my, besides my
Lifeline,
kids, that's my immediate blood.
How many kids do you have, if you don't mind?
I have 3.
3?
I have my twins, which they're 10. And then I have my daughter Unique, which is 9. That's the last of my blood. After them, there's no more of my bloodline.
Okay. Well, I mean, I got one last question here. I gotta know, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now, if you can think out that far?
I see myself with my organization incorporated.
That's awesome.
At least started. And still doing what I'm supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to heal others, help others, make others feel better about themselves. It helps me cope with, like,
what you have going on.
I might not have nothing in my pocket, and I'll still be at the front of a store somewhere I can be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, if you haven't heard it yet today, you're beautiful." Because doing that, eventually you'll see me dancing in place and
all right.
having a good day. Because just making somebody else's day because they're crying, or just to make them smile, just because
doing it, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's more
That's
than
nice
a
of
dollar.
you.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's nice.
A smile is worth more than a dollar to me.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Well, I want to thank you so much for this interview. It was very informative. I think you're a very special person, along with everyone here. I feel that hopefully next time I see you, you'll be a little bit in a little bit better situation than you are now.
I'm in a good situation. Like I'm content where I'm at. I'm 34. I'm sober off blues.
Well, that's good. That's really good.
And the thing is I don't just see it as me being sober. It's me and my brothers being sober. You feel
That's
me?
amazing. Yeah.
Like, me and my brothers are getting to the next level. Like,
Yeah.
not just
So
myself.
when you level
because-
up, they level up. Right?
Yeah, now I know what it's like.
That's
Like,
awesome.
even though it doesn't look like I accomplished a lot, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that I hit my goal and completed my goal successfully of being sober off that shit after all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, nobody can knock. And somebody tried to kill me, and I'm still alive. Like, they either try to kill me or get me back on blues. Like, on my birthday, I experienced my first and only overdose. Hit a bowl of G, and there was fentanyl on that shit. I took a dragon hit and fucking instantly felt it. I was like, "You're good, dude. You got your one shot." You're like, that was good. You're sick." You know?
That's awful. Someone done that to you.
Would I be able to use your phone and try to call your shit?
Let me end this. Let me let you know. Thank you. I really appreciate this interview with you. And the next time I see you, hopefully, you'll be in a better situation than you are now. And as you say, you're in a good situation.
Yeah.
And I just ultimately want to thank you for your informative interview. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.